able to take responsibility. Why can't you blame gravity? Instead, we are using it to do games. The blame game started in the Garden of Eden. When Adam was asked, have you eaten fruit? The fruit I told you not to eat. The answer was very irrelevant. The woman you gave me. The woman, the serpent. We are still serving that kind of failure to listen to what was said. A case is given when Jesus appeared beside the pool where the invalids were. And Jesus asked one who had stayed for 38 years. We thank God for his patience. Do you want to get well? The answer was very clear. Yes or no. But he said, Lord, there is nobody to put me in water when it is time. The last one, complain. Any who is complaining, you are at the count of complaint, you will not be right with God. He doesn't honor, however genuine it is. So take responsibility. Once you have been given opportunity to study, mind about that. I know how you teach each other. And somebody is saying, we are being belittled because we are needy students. So what? And girls are known. When there is some kind of arrangement to help a girl child, some from poor families don't go. Now, Michelle Obama said something, I was listening to her speech. She struggled against racial discrimination and the dream of that presidency where they were with the husband. And she was told you cannot. And she said, when you want to succeed in this world, you must have peace with yourself. Accept first who you are. Is when you will conquer outside. Now, the background does not stop anybody from getting what is required. Son of Solomon had the best, everything, he failed. Now I read the book, a man called Ben Carson. The problem with this generation is that you don't read books. You are on smartphone, watching pornography, listening to music that pollutes the mind. And the computer wizard said, Gigo, garbage in, garbage out. Now, Ben Carson had a reason, a broken family. He remained with the mother, but was able to listen to the mother. And Ben Carson was at the bottom of the class. The mother gave direction. You have to finish the assignment before going to play. Restriction on watching the program to watch. The third one, registered in an area library. That is where he learned about rocks. You know, there are students who don't carry up their hands in class. The day they carry up their hands, they create confusion. Did the teacher ask those who don't know what is happening? Ben Carson was like that. A teacher asked a question about rocks. He carried up his hand, and even the teacher was reluctant to give. But because he was the only one, he was given. And he got it. The teacher just used one word, excellent. And that one removed Ben Carson from the bottom of the class to the top of the world. I'm wondering whether we have students who are no more. Because somebody say, I want to be a medical doctor. But the same person is smoking bang. You want to be a medical doctor, you are destroying the brain. Your vision determines your discipline. I saw when the doctor asked here, people who want something, everybody. It is easy to identify what you are. But the next question you ask yourself, am I willing to pay the price? When somebody who has gone to school, doctor is saying, when people are asleep, she's awake writing. And somebody who has only 2 certificates, sleep up to 10:30 a.m. Birth certificate and KCP certificate only. Listen, there are those who are suffering from academic background, the anti-behavior. And in my school, there's one who was in there with 250. And the person who was following had 350. And the student gave him a nickname, computer error. Computer error in bringing him there. You know how to tease each other. To the extent that I called him in my office to listen to him. And he told me, listen, I'm not a stupid boy. I had a problem. My parents promised to give me a treat during the time of examination. And on the day of rehearsal, while I was waiting for breakfast, my dad was milking one of our cows. He collapsed and died on the spot. I did exam when the sting of death was with me. I couldn't manage it. I was in the extreme in my school. And in tears, I remembered the death. It's not easy to manage it. He broke emotionally, and I had to bring him up, and I say, you will not stop these people from teasing you. But if you beat them, they will keep quiet. So I'm with you, I'm going to pay you a fee. I'm going to give you the necessary support, I'm your mentor. And it started working. The first exam, it was among top 10, number 5. When it was called, I came up with 1,000 shillings note. And I say, I want to correct an error here, computer error. He ended up getting A-. He's an engineer. Your anti-behavior does not determine the next result that you have. And I've seen students in national school getting grade E or D-. They eat better than their parents, they sleep well, the vehicles, the school buses are determined by the latest number plate. Yet somebody failed there. So don't feel shy because you had low marks. I had one who got E, 116 marks. But at the end of everything, he asked me, is it possible for me to get a good grade? He got a C, plain. He worked hard. When I look at you, I say you are favored. Nobody talked to us. There were no motivational speakers. I don't remember. My father did not come back after my admission. There was nothing like visiting. We suffered when I told my children, I slept on a mat. They can't understand. You know, you sleep on a mat. In the morning, parallel lines or you what? And what happened? There is nothing like my blanket, depending on your sizes. 6 sharing one blanket. Blessed are they who are in the middle, for the warmth will be theirs. Who are to them the ones that are on the side? But what was the motivating factor? We were told if you work hard, you will sleep on a bed called Vono and its mattress. Comfort. We had appetite beyond that one of a pig, but there was restriction on what we were eating. 1 cup of tea and 1 slice of bread. If you are through, kwenda. Not you are satisfied. And now we were saying, let me work hard in the future, I will do what? Eat. We were being motivated by circumstances. Another professor who is my friend, you are being told, if you have a friend who is toxic, you will not succeed. A friend who doesn't add value to you. The professor told me they learned during the colonial time that they were not allowed to take food home, food into the classroom. So you would carry meat and tie on the branch of a tree. And there is an insect in our mother tongue, we call it ongino, would go in after sensing the meat. And they come out of classroom and find the population of ongino or the ants in the soup is so high. So he started removing one at a time. And he realized that by the time he will be through, there would be no soup there. So he said, I will eat them because they also came to eat my food. Wave unto me if you are getting me. But he told me, Brother Abok, education is good. After being a learned person, ongino cannot reach my food because I have refrigerator, I have deep freezer. When I see you joking around at having boyfriend at this stage, I sympathize with you. Because a boy is calling a girl an angel, and an angel that is getting E in maths, E in chemistry, and E in biology. Hallelujah. You were told here, reach university to get boys, ladies, and young men of circumstance. At the university, when you are married to somebody, girls, somebody who has gone to school well, you have opportunity to ask questions and use relevant words of love. You see, you are told the examination technique, we use relevant words to answer questions. And you ask your husband, darling, what do you feel like eating today? Listen to that question. Darling, what do you feel like eating today? Meaning, there is a lot of food in that house. There is opportunity to make a choice. Are you getting that? Darling, what do you feel like eating today? Girls, they would try that so that I stand and respond. Are your girls come up? Some are not serious, they are laughing. I'm very serious. I would try.
What do you feel like eating today?
Boys, let me represent you because you are shy. Hey, I'll say, try me. Try me with finger-licking beef and some chapati. Try me. Hallelujah. If you don't have a husband who never went to school well, you will not have opportunity to ask. They are the ones that will ask you, what do you have? And your husband, nothing, give us money. I know. Somebody quoted Nelson Mandela that education is the engine, great engine for personal development. It is through education that a daughter of a peasant can become a medical doctor. A son of a mine worker can become a head of a mine. And a child of a farm worker can become a president of a great nation. He concluded spiritually. He said this, it is not what you are given, but what you have that makes a difference between one person and another. Now, potential is with you. Write down there those who have a book. There is a potential to be great in every learner. There is a potential to be great in every learner. And therefore, stir up that potential. There is a potential to be great in every learner. Stir up the potential. Now me take you to the Bible. People talk of background. We have some here who are born out of wedlock. And I've had a problem with children born out of wedlock. And somebody is saying, you have put your parents to corner when you are given everything. I want to know my dad. You want to know a father who is not responsible, who rejected your mom. The moment you have breath and you have the hands, don't complain. In the Bible, Judges 11 just record and you read later. There was somebody called Jephthah. Jephthah was referred, and the Bible is very clear, son of a prostitute. And he was told in that family, you are a son of a prostitute, you don't have inheritance in this family. And that is not enough. They chased him away. Because of potential that Jephthah had, they went back for him. You might have been rejected that you are born out of wedlock. Get A or A minus, you'll see that father appearing. The world will not give you opportunity to tell them how you fail nicely. But when you make a mark in life, even if you are from a poor family, the media houses will reach where you are. I have seen parents coming after that. So the idea, my background, I'm a bastard. It doesn't make sense. The potential is there. Be like Jephthah. The second example, Gideon, the same judges. And God don't see us the way we see ourselves. Gideon was meant to deliver the children of Israel. But all the way he behaved was in the cave with those people who had no special anointing like him. When the angel of the Lord came, he was in a wine press, threshing the wheat. Wheat is supposed to be done outside so that the wind drive out the chaff. But it was where wine was being made. Why? Fear. And when the angel of the Lord appeared, said, God is with you, mighty warrior. He had all the characteristics of a coward. God did not see that. And I want to read this one. When he was told, go in the strength you have, listen to what he was saying. And I want this one to touch somebody. Commanded to go in the strength he had. And God talking to him. Judges chapter 6, verse 15. So he said to him, oh my Lord, how can I save Israel? Indeed, my clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I'm the least in my father's house. It doesn't make sense. The way you see yourself is not the way God sees you. I taught learners from slums. And listen, you, when I see you, you are people who are very bright, having appetite. Learners who are depending on 1 meal a day. You look at the trousers they put on the first time I went there, torn. Last week we got a girl, they were telling the principal, see how he can be helped to get shoes. And saying, sanitary towel put so that they don't step on the wall, on the mat, because the soul is gone. Their mothers were only able to provide supper, and it is taken at 11. When they wake up, they don't talk of breakfast, because they know that is not there. I discovered when it was approaching lunch break, they are tired. And I asked, what is happening? And I was told the others who are starving here. I came in the way your MP has come in to rescue you. And I told them, I'm going to provide for the needy students from my pocket. Eat and work. And I want to tell you today, all your problems and solutions are with you, not any other person. Some of the parents who are rich pay the whole year's fee and leave even some amount as safety valve. Their children run away from school. Some parents give their children opportunity to study. Study room is so good. When they are left alone, they sleep. A school setup, morning prep, somebody appear there, yawn repeatedly, and then down. Total surrender. When the neighbors are concerned because the mean of a school is not achieved by individual, waking their neighbors up, the kind of look they give the people who are concerned. I talk to them and they listen to me. You need not to struggle. In December, I will be 66 years old. And I've told God, now is when you can use me properly because I'm mature. I taught for 37 years. And now when I'm handling a learner who is a candidate or a Form 1, I don't gamble. A girl from one of the national schools was sent away because of smoking bang in school. I rebuke that spirit that doesn't take what is being said. You know, when you have been sent to school and you come back home, you are interfering with the peace of the parent. A girl from a national school, our MP also do the same at a smaller scale. And the girl tells the mother, I'm not going back to school. And want a sub-county school 3 kilometers away from home. And very stubborn. Those people realizing there's a problem, they rang me and say, we want you to help Alana here. And now what happened? I responded. The girl after 1 hour saying, I'm not in the mood of talking to anybody, including brother. Life will knock sense into you. And grown-ups, including teachers and your parents, when you become a nuisance, they withdraw. They listen to me. Close to me are 3 medical doctors. One, I'm the one who paid his fees. There is an engineer now, very successful. I went to see him when he was sick, and the state in which he was very pathetic. I wept when I was talking to the students. I've seen other students, third term, when exam is about September. Confession of a student, I've not been working hard. I want to change. I'm even indisciplined. The deputy there know that I'm a bad boy or a bad girl. I don't care about my friends or about my parents. I want to work, pass, qualify, and go to university. Proverbs 18:21. The tongue has got power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Somebody is speaking life in his destiny or her destiny. And I've seen them passing. A boy in Butula Boys, I was mentoring them sometime, and stood up and said, my parents don't love me. It's because they have done their best and have not reciprocated. I got 210 marks. I'm in a national school. My fees paid, and the bank pay slip is sent ahead of me before I reach. Shopping is done to me and pocket money, yet I'm not performing. And he's saying, I'm changing. What we have been told, I moved from D- to C-. I thought my parents were going to appreciate me. They had given up hope on me. They didn't even look at it. And I don't care, I want to work. And that confession, tears were rolling on his cheeks. And you know, men and the boys, to see their tears is not easy. So when you see it, it has gone beyond the heart. I recorded. And I have a result of somebody who got 210 marks with a B+. And it's at the university. That is the way to go. Are we there? Now, I was in Migori. Young people asking me, parents are putting pressure on us so much. Work hard, work hard. We were being given a lot of what? A lot of pressure. And what happened? One time I asked my mom, which position were you getting while you were at school? All our parents were either number 1 or number 2. They'll tell you either number or We could prove. Now the sad news for your case. Because of technology, your children will download your results. Today I want you to know that your children will know your performance. Ebu check mommy, maths E, chemistry E, biology D minus. Check daddy, Moila boys, biology E, chemistry E, maths E. They have data, information. When you want to put pressure on them, they'll tell you, daddy and mommy, this thing is genetical. We cannot correct. I'm winding up. Our problem with you is not during school days. And you are being given tools for managing time. You mentioned them very well. In a school, there is what's called school daily routine. Organizing you from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep with the supervision. When you go home, we have learners who don't know how to manage themselves. And what is the outcome? Chaos. Anybody who is visionary, Achebe in one of his novels said, a chick that will become a cock is known the day it is hard. The characteristics are there. Anybody who want to pass exam, even the parents know. They used to tell me when they come for function, they say, this is my last born son. I want him to join his brother here. And I tell them, the results are not out. They say, this is a national school material. We'll get over 400. A parent who is not what? A teacher. And when results are released, it is true. When you are somebody who is destined for great things, it will be seen. You cannot make noise in class and expect to score high. And these students come, Brother Abok, I don't know what is wrong. I work hard. You can work hard in noise making and not the actual thing. When you are at home, you sleep like a baby until your mom say, since you came from school, you have not touched any book. You use those things grudgingly. And because you don't respect what you are doing, you leave the books on the table. The younger sibling who is learning how to write, find the book and a pen on every page. Then you say, Mommy, come and see what Daddy has done to me. Our challenge, and I want the leaders to get, you can give these people opportunity, but homosexuality is bringing us down. Before I came, there was a case of a family I know. The daughter is involved in lesbianism. The case is on. And the father is somebody who fears the Lord. And I was being told he is a husband, a Form 4, a husband to a Form 1. I rebuke that spirit. And you know, when you do things contrary to the principles and laws of God, you will not succeed. We have now drug and substance abuse, destroying the brain. So what is the need of being in school? Leave. Because we develop brain. Another thing is cult, Illuminati. People cannot sleep at night because they have gotten into things they don't understand.